What you doing, Mom?
Watching CSI.
Yeah, the episode with Sharon Osbourne on it.
Yeah,
What's it about?
this serial killer that they can't catch, and they get evidence and stuff, and some of the evidence is not adding up, so they're at a no stop game.
Tell me about the good old days, Mom.
Huh?
Tell me about the good old days, Mom.
The good old days when I was a child?
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Shawneetown. Of course, I was born in New Shawnee, and I was born on my mom and dad's bed. And mom had a midwife. I grew up there. Me and my oldest sister did. Till mom had three more kids, and the house we were living in was like one bedroom, and and it was too small for all five kids. So mom and dad moved down to Old Shawneetown in a two-story house. There's where we finished growing up. We had an odd
What?
house. We had a ringer washer. We had wood burning stoves. You know, we took baths in tubs. You know, and hung the clothes out in the summertime. About weather like this, but when it snowed and rained, we hung them up in the attic. You
The good
know,
old times were hard.
yeah. And Dad worked at a spar mines, and that's how he raised us kids. We lived on a spar mines uh, paycheck. But Mom and Dad always managed to take care of us and get the needs and things that we need. You know, we never went hungry. You know, we didn't have the best of clothes, but we had decent clothes. And the winter time was cold. It was very, very, very cold.
What was going to church like for you as a kid?
Going to church, well, it was good. I mean, I went on a Sunday morning, went on a Sunday night, went to Wednesday night Bible study, and I went all the way through, my high school going to church, My mom was a very religious person. Of course, she was caring and loving, but at times, she would discipline us when we stepped out of hand. But we didn't have all the fancy things that these old kids has got these days. We uh we mostly rode our bikes around town, You know, on Thursday nights we would gather around. We would watch the Waltons and shows like that. And Mom would pop a big bowl of popcorn. Of course, we popped popcorn on the stove with a pan, and we would shake it, you know. But and we sit down there and watch it and all bundled up before we went to bed. Now it was
Did you have any pets?
Oh yeah, we had dogs. Oh yeah, we had dogs. I never forget our first dog, Skippy. Mom didn't want us to keep him, so we hid him in. Me and your Aunt Lita hid him in a milk crate, and we snuck food out there to him and fed him. Well, one day he got loose and ran up on the porch. Mom come out the door, and we were like, "Oh, we're in trouble now." We finally got agreed, Mom, to let us keep Skippy. Of course, then he turned around being a daddy's dog. He was more clean to dad than anything. Well, when Skippy died, uh, Mom went all to pieces because she was kind of attached to him. So me and Sis, we decided to go to work and babysit three brats. God, that was horrible. I mean, that was completely horrible.
Do you think the government's corrupt?
There's some areas they need to work on because I can remember back in the old days, you could walk into a store and get a penny of bubble gum, pay a nickel for a pop, you know, pay 2 cents or 3 cents for a bag of chips. Gas wasn't all that expensive. Dad could get a Dad could fill his tank up for $1. It wasn't all expensive. Food wasn't as high as it was here. Of course, the summertime we had the garden. We took care of the garden. We had chores to do. We got all our chores done, and then we did our homework. Then by that time, we were ready to call it a night. But we would get up at the crack of dawn, begin our day. We would, even though it was rain, sleet, snow, we would walk to school, stand outside, wait for the bus at the bus stop. And there was most bus stops didn't have places where you could get shelter, you know. And if you wasn't on the popular list, you didn't, you couldn't stay at a friend's house, because they just, you know how it is.
Yeah.
School
Uh,
was school was tough, We had the normal reading, writing, and all that garbage.
okay, I got enough material for my video, Mom.
That